Hello, beloved, and good afternoon. It's afternoon. Good afternoon. Yes, how are you doing on this fine, beautiful Wednesday? The sun is shining here on the East Coast. 60 degrees in the winter. It's unseasonably warm. Happy birthday to all my Capricorns who are celebrating a birthday today. May your birthday be blessed. May this year bring you every desire that you seek, that you wish for. Yes, we're burning a little Palo Santo. Yes, bring in the ancestors, our benevolent spirits. Yes, cleansing our space, positivity. Yes, harmony and peace. Thank you for coming to see me again. On my old subscribers from day one. Your comments are appreciated. They are such a blessing. They let me know that the work I do is being received by those who need it. Keep me motivated to push on for days when I'm just not feeling like come through. For my newbies, welcome to the channel. Like I said, I'm your Mystic Journey Divine. Yes, I'm glad you were here, you clicked on. I have a message for you. I reached into my basket this morning to pull a message from Spirit, as I do every morning. I want to share the card that I pulled. Such a powerful message for so many of us collectives, so many of us living in this human experience in such a spiritual body, unable to connect and truly understand the reasons we are here, holding on to hope and faith and belief every day. We pray and then we sit and wait for an answer, for Spirit to come down and give us confirmation and clarity on life's truths, warnings. Some of us seeking protection daily from evil wrongdoers who send toxicity and negativity our way unjustly. Those mom and dads praying over our children who go out into these streets. We cover ourselves and our family with the ancestors with a cloak of protection, of healing, of prosperity. Yes, those of us raised in the Christian faith as I was, by a preaching man as I was, soon found as I grew up that there was so much that was hidden from me. So many messages that were one-sided, that didn't leave me room for my opinion, my input, my wisdom, my individual gifts as a spiritualist, as a child of the divine. We speak. We have thoughts. We have intentions of our own. You hear that pounding? There's some construction work being done outside my home. But that pounding is a confirmation. I have nothing against the church. I found that being given the spirituality that I did receive as a youth, as a young girl, it meant everything to me. It sowed the seeds within me. It brought me to this place. It kept me grounded and focused and living in my integrity most of the time. Yes. We're all sinners by nature, being given free will in a universe full of temptation, distraction, addiction, greed, easy to fall prey at any time when we're experiencing heartbreak, pain, weakness, defeat, depression. That's when the enemy comes in. See, the enemy can feel that vibration low in the air, and it rushes in to get a piece of it, and thus you with it. It's not easy to break free once it's got you, unless you have a strong foundation in your spirituality, which I did, which I have, which I am. Makes life bearable, pleasant even. There you find the sanctity of joy, peace, harmony, love. Yes, it comes from the seeds planted within the soul. And although I no longer attend church, I no longer favor the teachings as they exist, being construed and constructed by patriarchy, control, power, greed even often, pyramid schemes, hierarchies. It's not God's plan. For we're all equals and all loved by God equally. Even when we stray, we are favored. We can find our way home at any time. Lay our hearts back upon the altar for forgiveness, for renewal, for rebirth, for a metamorphosis of our lives that can come from no other. This is the card that I pulled. On the flip side, I know on the screen is seen backwards. What message are you waiting for? The time is now. These oracle messages have been written for me over time. I throw them in the basket as I'm inspired for daily pullings, for devotees who have come to me with questions, concerns. I jot down resolutions, messages of confirmation, of comfort, of clarity, of decisions, of healing manifestations. The color purple for me represents the ancestors, the spirits, the angels, higher power than us here on earth that exists, the creator of all mankind and all the universe within and without. What messages are you waiting for? You prayed, and you prayed, and you prayed, and you've fallen on your knees. You've given offerings. You did the work. the shadow work. You went within. You healed. You've been upgraded through your rituals, through the moon cycles. You've been elevated. You receive downloads. You know that you're a spiritual being. You can feel it in your soul. You are walking dictionary of mystical abilities and powers. You know that because it's confirmed from those around you, by your family. If you've been in solitude, if you've been alone, if you've experienced depression, peace as well. You're changing your mood, your skin, your flesh, your mindset, your choices, your behaviors, your speech. The universe around you will let you know. You will feel it. You will be told it. You'll be rejected and abandoned by those that your light makes uncomfortable. You can no longer sit in places where gossip belongs. It's just not your thing. You live now in positivity. You have hope. You have a belief. You have an inner strength that you can call to whenever you need. You are now your own master of manifestation and creativity. Yet with all this wonder going on around you, somehow you still feel stuck. Things aren't moving fast enough. Financial stability is not coming in fast enough. You're doing the rituals, you're doing the work. You're taking the baths, you're drinking the teas, you're smoking out the environment. You're cleaning, you're cleansing, within and without. You become a queen, a king. You love unconditionally. You forgive, for you know that you are forgiven. You're careful not to trespass on others. Working on your judgment of others. Working on your need to control and surrendering to let it go to the divine. But what are you waiting for? Still laying in wait equals the lack of belief in your own power. You know you are different. You know you are chosen. You know you are special and you have gifts unlike many others. But where's your belief? And I'm not talking about faith, because faith is why you are who you are. But belief is something that goes deeper. It forges, it commands, it demands. And yes, spiritual, we don't use those words because, yes, we do. We command the devil to retreat, lest we rise up to defeat. Because even in our humbleness, we are not weak. We command those that no longer serve us in our highest purpose, those negative, toxic naysayers, haters, enemies. And spirituals will try to teach you, oh, you have no enemies. Don't be naive. Even the divine sons, daughters, kings and queens, gods and goddesses that walked this earth before us had enemies. Where else will we have deities called the god of war? Oya, Shango, Garuda, Thor, Poseidon, gods of war. War is real, and it's been real since the beginning of the earth was formed. So how is it that you can walk around believing that you have no enemies if you are a child of God? There's always a war going on against spiritualists. Demons are real. Yet we have no enemies, but we believe in demons. Let's walk in our truth. Now, I'm not telling you to walk around paranoid from day to day, constantly looking over your shoulder. That is not the way spiritualists walk. We walk in our power. We walk in our strength and our truth. We know that we are protected. We fear not. We carry swords of armor, and we are cloaked by our ancestors. But we are not naive. We will not fall prey to predators in our extreme need for innocence. And positivity. For I am positive that demons are real and war does exist, for I have walked amongst many. With many stories to tell. I am still here. The messages you are waiting for, why you are delayed, why you're stagnant, why you feel a lack of movement in all areas of your life, except within. Because your within is not being manifest in your without. We can do rituals, and we can pray, and we can all day. But once we release them, what are we waiting for? For them to manifest. It's in the wait period that there is stillness. Stillness does not equate to being afraid, doubtful, fearful, unsure. Stillness means as I carry on, I know that has already been done, so I let it go and let God. That is still, because it's an absolute. I do not need to revisit it. I do not need to replay it. I do not need to constantly focus on it. My stillness is the assurance that it is done. And I move on. For there's always work to do. But if you're continually finding that you're doing the same work over and over and over and over again? It's because you've not mastered your stillness. Because your idea of stillness may be warped. Times of stillness means don't move. It is well. You have nothing left to do. It is well. It doesn't mean sit down, take a break, don't do anything, be inactive, and just wait for it to happen. For now, you are not vibrating in any energy. You are not vibrating. You are simply not. You light a candle. You do a ritual. You burn it for 7 days. You release into the universe, into nature. And you let it go. You let it go because it is done. It is well. And it shall be. Because you said it shall be. In that you are still. And you move on. And what else is next on the agenda? Do you have an agenda? Do you have a what am I looking for? Do you have a calendar of your rituals? From new moon to new moon, there's a period of time in between. New moons, we conjure, we manifest, we achieve. Then there's moons in between where we perform other rituals for other things. Then the full moon comes and we release that which we no longer need. Because we found out in the new moon period that it did not serve us well. People, places, and things, and we release those. We set them free. And then the new moon cycle, we should not be focusing on the same things over and over and over again. If you are, that is not manifestation. You're not manifesting. You're like a robot in constant control of your ego. The ego was in constant control, for it tells you, well, it wasn't done, it wasn't achieved, let's do it again the same way, the same ritual, the same energy. The system is broken and needs repair and needs reevaluation. For if you're constantly finding that you're manifesting for the same things, you've never released and let it go. There was no stillness. There was no true belief, and the universe understood that. So what message are you waiting for that will give you confirmation that once is enough? if you say it and you do it and you command it, then it is achieved. And we move on. The work thereafter is in what we put in to the blessing that is already received. Are you now giving, showing generosity to others, returning your blessings, returning gratitude for your blessings? Volunteering, charity work, coaching, leading, teaching, tarot reading, writing, singing, walking, talking. Are you still focusing on that same desire? Well, there's a new moon coming now. I'll try again. What happened to the first attempts? And why wasn't it successful? As you believe. If you're doing it again, you believe it wasn't. When I was young, there was a song that is coming to me. Your hope is built on nothing less than Jesus' love and righteousness. And yes, I said Jesus. I know a lot of people are not Jesus lovers. And no, Jesus is not his original name. His original name was Yeshua. Because there was no J in the Hebrew language when he existed on this plane. So where did we get Jesus from? The name changed over and over and over again, dozens of times, and so was the Bible. Yes, there's a powerful tool I use daily as it holds words of ancestors, prayers of the ancestors, rituals of the ancestors. It's what they had, it's what they use, it's what we use in recognition and dedication to their spirits. It's how we call to them. It's how we connect. But it's a tool. It's a tool like many other divination tools. It's not to be used to guide your steps in your life for as many hold my tongue spit. Contradictions within. You must decipher and digest in order to truly understand what the Bible means. For as it is written in text, so what message are you waiting for, beloved? You are powerful. You are powerfully blessed, spiritually gifted, favored by God, a chosen one, part of the collective body fighting this spiritual war to cleanse, purify, and uplift this universe. However you hold, you can manifest all you wish and all you desire. The universe is vast and full of limitless opportunities for us. And you walk around depressed and lack as you believe. Why me, oh God? I'm doing all I can. Why haven't I achieved? Because you truly do not believe your power and who you are and what you can manifest. You start looking for confirmation and anyone else other than you. Because you believe you're not strong enough, powerful enough, knowledgeable enough, wise enough. You don't believe in you enough. The time is now, beloved. That message you're waiting for, it's not coming. Why is it not coming? Because you won't say it. And you have the message within. You won't believe it. You won't receive it. You won't walk, speak, do, act, elevate. The portal has been opened and you have walked in and you have received a new robe, new powers, new gifts. And when you stepped out and looked in the mirror, your ego told you it came from something other than you. So every day you're looking for that. But no, beloved, when you stepped out, you have been new and whole in His mind image. And now you are a God, a goddess, in true form, in the flesh. Everything you have is within your hands, within your breath. You've seen it when others do you wrong. What happens to them? When you were unjustly mistreated, betrayed, deceived, stolen from, gossiped about, what happens to them? That's not some higher power bring down that karma. That is you. Your thoughts, your words, your manifestations. You did that. You had the power to put them under your feet. You are a God, a goddess, gifted with spiritual, magical abilities. If you're like me, you hear the voices. You see the spirits. You ingest them like the water you drink. They are within you. You're one amongst millions walking this earth. You are not alone. Oh, but I don't have the mansion and the 5-car garage and the automobiles and the bank account with millions of dollars in it and the jewelry. I hope that is not what you're waiting for. I hope that is not what you're manifesting. The greed. It doesn't work like that. If you're not on the vibrational level to receive, you won't. A beautiful home, the comfort of peace and harmony, blessed children, food, shelter, clothing, air to breathe, sun to bask in, warms my skin, the moonlight that rejuvenates me. The ability to talk and walk and bend, to give, to receive, to love, to be loved. Is that not blessing enough? Is that not everything? What more will you receive by living in a mansion alone? With no love, no friends, no comfort, no peace. Because more money, more problems. That is real. Why you're not satisfied with who and where you are? Why, chosen ones? Why do you believe that it is not enough? You are not enough. And I don't mean if you're living in abuse and poverty because you choose to. Let's not digress. Free will, let's not forget. But I mean a true chosen one, living high vibrationally, walking in your purpose. Is comfort not enough? Or do you need the labels? Do you need others to see that you're bigger than them? Ego. Some get an apartment, some get a home, some get a farm, some get mansions. But what's chosen for you is for you. More of you brings in more of that. But why are you not content with right where you're at? Do you not have daily what you need? And yeah, their burdens, their bills, their outstanding, their debts. Only manifestations to work on. Truly not burdens. We owe nobody and no one. No such thing as debt. The ego tells you there is. If you don't pay that credit card bill, you don't have credit. And we need credit for. If God provides you with manna from heaven, the cash, the willpower to move, to manifest or call in blessings of support all around you, access to whatever else you need. We don't need credit. God didn't invent credit. Man invented credit to hold you hostage, to control your life, keep you working to the bone, to keep your credit good. And then people die never buying their home, traveling the world. They don't have enough credit, yet they've lived all their lives paying off bills. If you don't pay the credit cards, what's going to happen? You're going to lose what? Oh, they're going to garnish my checks. God's checks? God's money that you were allowed to receive? If you're a diviner, just get some more of those and replace that which is taken or lost. For what is meant for you, for me, shall not be for anyone else. If you didn't rack it up, you wouldn't be worried about it. But we like to splurge, overindulge. And the overindulgence is what builds debt. Because we're living beyond our means of the moment. That's what builds debt. Credit is what builds debt. Because we use it to purchase things in advance of the fact that we don't have the money. Just because we want it. Because it's there on sale. Oh, it's on sale, so I got to buy 10 and stack them up. For what? Before you even get to that, you buy 10 more for the next sale. And now you got to stack enough to give away, but you're not generous. You hoard. For rainy days, you don't give. And when your hoarding is full to capacity, there's no room to receive. So then when you ask for something else, where you going to put it? Why should you have it? You're holding on to all this stuff already. Don't you have what you need? You won't even give a neighbor a cup of sugar. I wish they would knock on my door. That's the attitude that many have. Yet you've got bags and pounds of it. But you can't give away a cup. I don't like them. They're noisy. Is that the ego judging again? Surely Divine One does not fall prey to that. For we don't care what they use it for. If we have it to give and it costs us nothing, what is the problem? What they use it for and how they is their own karma. But you only worry about yours, right? We spend too much time worrying about other people's business, talking about other people's business, homes, children. Because either we have no business of our own worth talking about, or it stinks and we don't want to focus on it anymore. We don't feel like cleaning up. Let's focus on something other than our own. There's plenty of it. That's true. But what's going on in your own home that you have time to worry about another's? I will pull 3 cards from my Soul's Journey deck. If you'd like to get it. That's the author's name on the bottom. And don't ask where I got it from. I buy so many decks. I don't know. But Google it. You'll find it. Could have been Etsy. Could have been Amazon. Could have been... What's that website? No. I forget. Okay, Spirit. We've been given the message. We understand the assignment. We're asking if there's anything else that needs to be added to the word. For my collective watching, for my fellow chosen ones, cross watchers, scrolling, they just happen to find my channel and this message. In the description box below, you'll find ways to get in touch with me. I offer holistic wellness coaching, life coaching, couples coaching, yes. I offer other forms of divination, healing, clarity readings, spiritual advice. I've also created my own oracle and tarot decks. I know many of you are like, well, why are you not using them, Journey? For you, you know who you are. You judges. I ordered cards, but unfortunately, they were returned for an address correction. I reordered them. They were not received again. I contacted the company, and they don't know where they are. I'm getting a full refund. Yada, yada, yada. They soon come, okay? Soon come. Okay, Spirit. Thank you for the message. Thank you for this word. For my beloved ancestors, my spirit guides of the highest elevation. Be with me. Channel through me. Give my collective messages of hope and clarity for this situation. Message that they're waiting for. But the time is now. What is the blockage? What is the stagnation? What is the holdup? 2 more cards, Spirit. Can I get 1 more card, Spirit? 1 more card. 1 more card. Thank you, Spirit. First card out. Self-esteem. We talked about that in the beginning, didn't we? I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. And there it is, confirmation. Your self-esteem may be low because your manifestations aren't flowing in your time. You're not waiting on divine timing for anything. You're not being still. Once you release it, you're constantly waiting. When is it coming? When is it coming? Because you don't believe that you can make it happen. Now, there could be blockages in your sacral chakra, your root chakra. That's right in my neck. You get problems with knowing what to say and how to speak it. To chant. I use the Bible. It has many passages. When I don't have the word, it gives it to me. It gives me messages to use in my rituals. Verses. Books. If you don't have the words, there are other ways to find them. To work in your manifestations. Powerful words. Words that came before us by the ancestors. Tools that worked. That still work. But you have to believe. You have to believe in your power. You have to believe in your power and your strength. Second card out was acceptance. I am learning to accept things that I cannot change. You may be frustrated and angry with spirit, yes. Because it's possible possible that in manifesting in the past, you never received an answer. And you were ready to say, to give up. When some of the time, the answer is no. No, you can't have it. No, that's not for you. No, the time isn't right. No, you wouldn't know what to do with it if I give it. No. Your mother, father often says, no, beloved. You asking for too much, you wouldn't even know what to do with it. You fall to greed and lose your spirit. You're not ready to handle and hold that much. Yet the small wins you refuse to acknowledge because the ego wants more. You have to accept the no's to prove that you're worthy of the yes. Can you wait? Can you wait? And how long can you wait for? How long is your patience? And in the meantime, are you appreciative? Do you show grateful for what you do have? Maybe you don't need that. One thing, place. And we have humor as our final card. I've never pulled the humor card before in this deck. I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. And the final message is, relax. Relax, beloved. Winter is the season of stillness when all of the earth lays dormant. Even the plants do not grow because they know it is not their time. It's not their season to flourish, to thrive. And they wait patiently to bloom and blossom and fly when the time is right. And in the meantime, they're on the ground celebrating the ability to be still, to have some peace and some harmony and some quiet time, to rest, to play. Relax, beloved. Play, beloved. Watch a movie. Laugh a little. You're taking things too serious. Relax. Let go. Let God work that magic weave. Like a spider creating a web. Takes time. Details need to be in place to ensure that we'll be strong and not collapse. Take time. Things take time. The best takes time. You haven't even been at it that long. There's still so much work to do on you within. Are you reading those spiritual books that you've collected that are in the box in the corner? Or you've collected all the tools when you were high vibrational and excited about the journey, and now that it's gotten boring and lonely, the box over there, the divination tools over there, watching things on TV that don't matter, getting back in to our old selves. Because I think I was happier then. There's happiness to ignorance, absolutely. Not for long, doesn't last. It's forever changing, like the wind. Don't you want something that will last long term and sustain you for generations to come? That takes time, beloved. Give time. To Don't be in a rush. Slow down. Breathe. Maybe you need some breath work, some yoga, a massage, a good meal, a good movie, a good wine. Relax. Overwhelming yourself, because spirit ain't overwhelmed by your anxiety. Just you. Let it go. Let go of the need to control the future that isn't even here yet. Let go of the need to control everything around you. You are enough. You are enough. And everything you will ever need is within. But there are steps to this journey. And you cannot jump over stones to run the race quicker, to get to the end faster. It's designed. You'll be forced to walk every step in place, and to see every detail, and to connect every dot, and cross every T. Faith is what is taught. Faith is what is taught. Belief is the gift you give yourself. We don't make wishes. We don't make wishes. We command action, movement. Yes? We don't hope on a star. We know who we are. We are the stars. Shine, beloved. Smile. Be generous. Don't hold so tightly to that which you don't even have. Open your hand to receive. Holding on to too much and think can get in. Take your feet off and walk in the earth. Take your shoes off and walk in the earth. Hug a tree. Speak to the birds, the squirrels, the bees. They listen. They will take your messages and carry them long and far distances. Yes. It's a beautifully blessed Wednesday. Regardless of where you are, regardless of the weather, you are here. And that's a blessing. A day above the grave is a blessing. Look all around you. Many didn't make it to this day. But you are here. Like, share, and subscribe to my video. I would appreciate it. This generosity gives and gives and gives and gives. The rewards are greater, 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 greater. When you give your energy to the right things. And this message is right on time for someone who needs it. It may be you, it may be them. But give them the opportunity to hear it, to see it. You've blessed them. There's rewards in that blessing. I don't ask for you to give me your money. If you donate from your heart, then you're led to do so. I don't reach out begging to give people readings. I will never do that. If anyone is sending you a message from Journey, I'm calling you. You called to me. I want to. Ain't me. I don't email, text, here on social media. I will never reach out to someone else offering my services because I just feel them energetically in my spirit. I don't do that. I don't chase, I attract. If I'm needed, Spirit sends them to me because we have something to give each other and we connect energetically, and the universe takes that, manifests that. Every soul we bless blesses another. Who are you blessing? Are you just standing and wait for yours and not blessing anyone else? There are so many ways to bless that cost no money. Hitting the like button is a blessing. Sharing the video is a blessing. Subscribing to the channel is a blessing. Taking a walk in nature and speaking words of positivity into the air is a blessing. Smiling at a stranger on the street, changing their mood and their aura, whether you know it or not, is a blessing. Be blessed, beloved. And remember, as within, so without, as above, so below. Stop waiting for your miracle. The miracle is you. It's time to get to work. It's time, beloved. And the first way you do that, how you say, free your mind. And the rest will follow. Free your mind. Don't be... Don't waste your time. Who's the three girls that sing that song? How can I forget them? Hold on to you. You got to hold on. Free your mind and the rest will follow. Don't be colorblind. Don't be so shallow. I can't think of the three-girl group that sing that song. Shame on me, it's from my time. In Vogue. Thank you, Spirit. In Vogue. Free Your Mind by In Vogue. That is the channel song for this message. And with that, I am complete. Have a beautiful, blessed day, beloveds. And until we meet again, Ashe.